black woman to be a dwarf in Tolkien, but what do we learn about woman dwarves?
Well, we learned that they exist.
We love elves, but we really love dwarves. Dwarves are so awesome too.
They're really cool.
Seriously, we feel like dwarves, often are just the butt of jokes, and we're going to take dwarves really seriously. They're a really cool culture with their own mythology, spirituality, history, and we think there's cool things to be able to be done with dwarves.
She is the first dwarf of colour.
The real challenge in creating the series is keeping up with the imagination of J.R.R. Tolkien and J.D. Payne and Patrick McKay. It is a boundless sea of creativity.
It was like I was trying, but every time I was like, okay, take a breath, something new would happen, and it was
And she like, and I was like, you can fall off your chair.
We don't change anything, but we interpret everything.
I'm very excited for it because Tolkien's work was always about being inclusive.
And I'm a Harfoot because suddenly there were black hobbits. I'm a black hobbit. It's brilliant.
Well, so we have the privilege of working with Tolkien scholars. One, always back to Tolkien, and two, when Tolkien was silent, we tried to invent it as Tolkienian a way as possible. Go back to the book, go back to the book, go back to the book. All right.
For me personally, it's really about Tolkien's writing and always going back to the literature and the lore.
We really had two criteria for every single person we brought into this show. One is they had to be an excellent performer.
She is the first female dwarf that we have ever seen on screen.
Then two, we had to be able to look in their eyes and say, do they have Middle-earth in them?
Lindsay, can you confirm or deny that the female dwarves depicted in this series have beards?
I can confirm that they have facial hair, yes. I was there at 3 o'clock in the morning as each hair was lovingly applied one by one to make them regal and glorious.
There's no one who can put more pressure on us than ourselves, because this means so much to us. Getting this right means so much to us. We've been the fans who've been disappointed, maybe many times over, and we didn't want to disappoint you guys, and hopefully lots of other people. And that's a hard thing to live with and constantly feel like, oh my God, is it good enough? It's not good enough. It needs to be better. It needs to be better. It needs to be better. And that's what we've lived for.